So, you know, some people have the blessings of actually acquiring certain type of automobiles, and then they begin to accumulate more automobiles, and they call themselves car collectors. In my stage in life and the mentorship that I've received and I've passed down to my kids, I told them, let's enjoy the experience of each car. Let's get through the whole process and logistics. Let's create a collection that we can have as an investment. Some people see cars as a liability, and I see it as an investment, because when you acquire specific units and you add it on to the components of your investment platform, in this case something that I really enjoy, something that my kids really enjoy as well, you get the pleasure to say that you are a car investor. You're investing into an asset that you can enjoy, use, look, and then resell with the return on the investment plus profits that you can use to actually diversify into a different form of investment, or you can actually acquire a different kind of automobile. So what we're gonna get right now is actually 2 units. One that I'm getting, and then one that my son Raul is getting. And it was a surprise because he didn't know that I was getting this piece, and I didn't know that he was getting his piece. So again, it's a privilege, because when you start getting into this lifestyle, it becomes not just enjoyable, but it's also a financial responsibility. You need to know what you're doing, where you're going with this, and you need to protect your investment. In this type, it's the asset of an automobile. It's not a liability. Again, remember that when you're acquiring cars like this that are very fancy, imported, and everything else, you gotta make sure that it comes from a certified, guaranteed dealer. And I have a great relationship with the dealership that we're picking up these 2 cars. But more importantly is that you need to allocate a space. You need to have a team in place that they're gonna keep up with not only the maintenance and the looking of beauty of the cars, but also making sure that the cars are connected to the walls, making sure that the water coolant and all the oils and the lubricants are always active and also very well supplied. So, you know, it's Miami. Miami traffic is pretty intense all the time. You just gotta flow with it, no big deal. But it just feels fantastic, guys. After a beautiful long day of grinding at the office and diversifying all the stuff that we're doing with patients, now we get to go and do what we love to do. So it's just fantastic. What are we getting? You'll see in a second. So, you know, I have a high respect for the automobile industry. From the years of my grandfather importing cars back in Colombia, to my dad racing cars and having a collection of cars at his time on his own. We saw that as an opportunity to enjoy life, into something that, you know, most people really want and dream about. Some of them are able to accomplish, some of them they don't care, or they just don't have the ability to do it. But the goal is to have a motivation and to put a goal in your mindset. Put a goal into mindset about something you want to get, whether it will be a real estate or a transportation type of asset, whether it be a motorcycle or a car, something that you will use over time or you will sell over time. Make sure that you have the full report of previous ownership, and it's very easy to get a lot of information from the cars, because nowadays everything is computerized and there's computer records. Make sure that nobody's hacking on the mileage of the car. Make sure that the transmission time report on the computer, as well as the engine time, that means the hour of usage, correspond to the mileage of the car and the time from the purchase to the accumulated miles of the car. All these are very important details, because if the transmission is giving you a different cycling timing as compared to the engine, somebody need a replacement. And if it's not being disclosed to you, now you have something that is a questionable asset. Now you may actually get into a motor vehicle's liability, where the tronic can break down and you have to replace it. Make sure that you have funds for it. If the engine blows up because you don't have the engine services and everything else, you may get into a liability, because an engine car of anything goes anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000. So if you're looking at an automobile, the more exquisite, the higher the price that you pay for it, but also the higher the maintenance. So you have to have a budget for everything. So in our collection, you know, we have a preference for the Europeans, especially the Italians and the German cars. So now we're going back from the F812 super fast Manzuri to the 488 GTB, both modified and tuned, to the F430, the 60-year anniversary, to this new surprise that I'm getting and to the other surprise that Raul is getting. So, ay. So you know we have the 812, and the 812 comes with like 840, 830 horsepower. It's been tuned. It's a very special unit because the 812, it's a Mansory package. So there's only one of 16 in the world. The 488 is only going to be one of one in the world because we modified completely. It has 900 horsepower. It's been tuned. It's very powerful. I mean, we have Strauss wheels that are carbon fiber, 2221, and the car is just a beast. The F430, it's been stock because I said, you know, we have a 60-year anniversary that comes with the red stitching, with all the carbon fibers and everything. So you don't want to play with that. That's kind of like originality. You got to keep it simple, elegant, the original Ferrari. Then we come down to the new toy that we got today, which adds on to the Ferrari collection that we have. And let's just say it, it is this baby over here, right? We're gonna call it Pollito, right? So Pollito means the little chick, right? So this one here is actually a 2000 model. It's a Ferrari 360 Modena. It was actually made and designed in Italy, and it comes with a lot of package added to it. Why did I get it? Because we are getting a full package collection of Ferraris for my family to enjoy. We had one like this years ago. We had an F430 convertible yellow, and then we had the 360 as well, convertible. And now we get to this, and this is just so beautiful. As soon as I saw it, and I get my guy from Prestige Motors say, Doctor, you got something you're gonna like. I know you're looking for this. Boom, and now we have this baby over here. What do we have? This smart brother over here, huh?
Congratulations.
So, you ready to get any cars? Any imports, any beautiful car, you gotta call my friend over here. This is at the Prestige Import, Lamborghini in Miami. It's my brother. So, add it to the collection of the Gonzalez family. Let's take a look at inside. For hours. This car is so well kept.
We're waiting for just the tag.
Okay, let me see. Oh, this is the way. Yeah, the tag. We got insurance, right? So what did I get into, Rashi? What did I get into?
Again, a nice classic Bad Boys 2.
Bad Boys 2. This is a Bad Boys 2 classic 360 Modena. More importantly, all the car details is being done by the Piera Farina. So it's something very unique that is done not just to aftermarket the pleasing of any buyer. It's actually to keep the car in these immaculate conditions. I have all the service paperwork for the car. The car has been immaculately kept. And that's what you want, like I told you before. You have to have the funds to not just get the property, get the asset, but also to preserve it the way it is or better. And look at this beauty. Come inside. Wow. Oh yeah. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So let's rev that engine for a little bit. Let's see what it sounds like. Comes with a tubing system, guys. That means that the mufflers have been added an extra inch of width for better performance and sound. And that just sounds musical here. So let's take a look at the back. So this one is actually a V8 3.6 liters. So it's about 400 horsepower. We want to keep it original. We don't want to do anything to it. We just want to keep it originally. That's what a well-maintained car looks like, guys. Look at that. Capristo exhaust system, so that's actually a special aftermarket product. It's also Italian. Look. That's crazy. With the tubing exhaust. Let's go for it. Obviously, like good Italian quality and craftsmanship. Look, it's real leather for the tools and the books and everything else, the service. That's the package for roadside assistance. It's fantastic. Brand new filter. That's important, guys. When you get a car that has been sitting now for 20 years, this is a 20-year-old car. 2000, actually 22 years old. It's a 22-year-old car. And it's this immaculate, like perfect, immaculate, right? You always gotta remember, air filters, oil filters, everything has to be new. That's the sign of the beast, guys. The Italian horse. So now we got back to the HQ, and you know, my surprise and my gift. Now with my son Raul and his surprise and gift, and let's just enjoy a nice guys out gathering together with our toys. It's just that the grind never ends. That's exactly how it goes.
So,
How is this? I can't believe the coincidence that we both bought Ferraris.
What are you saying? What were you saying?
That we both bought Ferraris at the same day and it was not planned.
at the same
Guy
time.
up there.
At the same time.
I was
Same
gonna
time.
surprise him.
I was
Right?
gonna surprise you.
You surprised me. This is what we enjoy. It's just the gathering of the family, you know, putting the values together, the grind that allows you to enjoy whatever you want to do in life. It's all about commitment, the planning, and then having the reserve to be able to maintain your toys. Because you can buy a car, but if you cannot maintain it or pay for it, what are you doing?